Hello and welcome to Not Fake News. We have an article here out of Liberty Writers News by Paris Swade. It is a graphic video, so parental discretion is advised. If you have a weak stomach, if you don't want to see it, you may not want to watch it as too long. Be careful. Watch violent liberals, quote, tolerant liberals, watch violent liberals chase and beat a man unconscious at the Berkeley riots. Okay, maybe they don't have it. Maybe they do. I don't know. Okay. Violent leftists rioted, started fires, and busted windows right outside of Milo Yiannopoulos' speech location. Let me repeat that. Leftist terrorists set fires, broke windows, raided ATMs on the Berkeley campus. Oh yeah, and beat someone half to death. This video you're about to watch shows violent leftist terrorists chasing and beating a man with sticks. Look at this man knocked unconscious in the streets as the leftists beat him. These people are monsters. We need to expose them. The liberal media is not showing the full violence of these protests. Share this with 1 million people. We need to expose the violence. Share. Screw the liberal media. Americans are getting beaten bloody in the streets for having different political opinions. Trump person attending Milo event attacked by BLK rock fascist anarchist protesters at UC Berkeley. This guy looks like a Spanish guy, looks very Mexican to me. Not understanding why. Look at some of the things here. Police. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Where are you? Unbelievable. Let's hold Democrats responsible. It is time that they own up to trying to turn this country over to anarchy. The anti-fascists are the fascists. Can you see that clearly now? Next article we have here. Breaking. Liberals are losing it. Look at what Trump just threatened to do at Berkeley. Oh. President Trump on Thursday threatened to pull federal funding from the University of California, cut them off from the spigot, whatever that means. The entire University of California at Berkeley erupted into violent protests over a speech from Milo Yiannopoulos. If UC Berkeley does not allow free speech and practices violence on innocent people with a different point of view, no federal funds, Trump wrote. Watch how violent leftists were last night. One more time. Pretty quick. Now let me just say something. In my opinion, the ones that are screaming out, beat his ass, those are the paid protesters. Those are the paid people. The Democratic Party are acting like a bunch of babies, and now these babies are getting violent. Share this if you think we should cut off federal funding to Berkeley. Berkeley is a flagship campus and receives $370 million in research fund refunding last year alone, according to their website. You can watch an interview with Milo Yiannopoulos and with Tucker Carlson below. It's not looking good for UC Berkeley.
Open this with a Fox News alert. Massive protests and rioting have erupted at the University of California at Berkeley. Demonstrators have forced the cancellation of a speech by Breitbart News' Milo Yiannopoulos. Demonstrators have set fires, they burned vehicles, they launched fireworks at the building, threw rocks, tried to breach the doors.
Why? Why are they doing this? Milo is an out-in-the-open gay guy. He's gay and he's flamboyant. I thought the liberals were on that side, right?
In an effort to cause chaos, and that they did. They drove Milo, the speaker, from the scene. Police are apparently on the scene. We haven't seen them in the videos. We do have Milo Yiannopoulos by phone with us, though, right now. So, Milo, just to recap for viewers who are joining us right now, right at the top of the 10 o'clock hour Eastern time, we know you're out in California. Give us just a quick recap of what just happened.
Absolutely. Well, I have a college talk, which is very popular, always oversubscribed, and people love to come and listen to, my contention that free speech is under serious threat on American college campuses from the progressive left, from the social justice left. Well, once again, and we had similar things happen at UW Seattle and UC Davis, they have proven me right. Violent left-wing protesters stormed the building and forced me to be evacuated by police and by my security detail this evening, preventing me from giving the last speech in my tour, which was supposed to be exactly about this problem. So, heavily ironic and very, I think, self-defeating for the social justice left.
Now, Trace Gallagher had given us a detail, and I want to check its accuracy with you. He had said that the university system, the UC system, had told you that you had to pay the security costs. You had to have security because of the threats you got from the anti-free speech agitators outside. But rather than making them pay for the cost of security, you had to bear it. Is that accurate?
Well, this happens everywhere you go. A lot of people don't know about this. It's a new kind of censorship. It's a slippery tactic that American colleges use. They only ever level at conservatives, only ever speakers they don't like. At the last minute, they impose massive security fees on the students who have invited you. So what they'll basically say is, oh, by the way, you have to come up with $6,500 in 5 days' time, or you can't have the speaker. And they wait right until the last minute to do it. Now, in this case, they absolutely did this again at UC Berkeley. Fortunately, we had a private donor, an anonymous donor, who did not want to be identified for fear of reprisals from the social justice left, come in and say, I will cover this because this is absolutely outrageous. But it happened at UC. It happens almost every college, that's in the UC system does this. It's a trick they try to pull. They did it at UC Irvine as well, twice, I think. They try to pull this trick every single
Share this with everyone. Let's cut off the funding to Berkeley. These thugs at higher institutions do not deserve the money. Comment, shut down Berkeley, in the comments below this post. Next story we have here from Liberty Writers News by Paris Swade. Breaking. Paul Ryan just threw Trump under the bus with what he just announced. Isn't Paul Ryan supposed to be on our side? You would think that's why he was elected, right? President Trump wanted to sign tax relief for the American citizens ASAP. Again, I'm going to say that. President Trump wanted to sign tax relief. Sign the tax relief agreement, I guess, for the American citizens ASAP right away. But the legislation is not in front of him. Paul Ryan is not the friend of the American worker. Here is what Brian Kilmeade said to Ryan. The president is somewhat disappointed that there is not a tax reform done right away, that the plan does not seem to be agreed upon yet. I always thought you wake in the morning with a plan like that you just didn't have the power to implement it. Where is the tax reform on your things to-do list? And how is this ready? Is it going that the president... They definitely misspell a lot here. And how ready is it to get on the president's desk? Here's Paul Ryan responding to via Fox and Friends.
I understand that the president is somewhat disappointed that there is not tax reform done right away, that the plan doesn't seem to be agreed upon or done yet. I always thought you wake up in the morning with a plan like that. You just didn't have the power to implement it. Where is tax reform on your things to-do list, and how ready is it to put on the president's desk?
Yeah, so it's just a sequence of things. So we've already got a tax reform plan. We ran on it. You can go to better.gop and take a look at the one that the House Republicans put out there. That's the plan we're working off. We're working with all of our colleagues. But it's because the American healthcare system is in the middle of a collapse. It's because 5 states only have one health insurance choice. 1 out of 3 counties only have one health insurance choice. Deductibles are triple that of people in the large group market. Premiums are going up double-digit again. So we feel the need to rescue this system here, and that's why we're going with healthcare first, and that's the first budget. And then in the spring, when we do our second budget, that's where tax reform comes. So it's just simply, you can't do them at the same time because of the way the budget system works. So it's repeal and replace Obamacare so we can save and repair the healthcare system in this country, and then it's tax reform, which gets us economic growth. And that's just the way that the budget law works.
Now, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. There are snakes in the swamp of Washington. It's time to drain them. Share this article with every Trump supporter you know. Make it known that Paul Ryan does not work for us. We need to keep our elected officials motivated. It's time for tax cuts on the American people now. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can see the 20 to 30 new videos that we make each and every day for you. And please give us some likes. We love those likes. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. See you next time. And thanks for joining us here at Not Fake News.